After that night behind the bleachers, the three of us made a silent pact. No more talking about Rick, no more late-night stackouts, no more trying to solve it. We wanted to pretend it was over, like if we ignored it long enough, it'd crawl back into the shadows and stay there. But deep down, we all knew it wouldn't. A week later, Jonah stopped answering texts. His mom told mine that he wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating, just sat in his room, headphones blasting static. When she'd open the door, he'd slam it shut so fast she'd nearly lose her fingers. Cassie barely left her house, except to come over to mine once. She looked like she hadn't showered in days. Her voice was hoarse from screaming in her sleep. She said she kept dreaming of Rick standing at the foot of her bed, whispering her name, the same way he whispered mine that night on the phone. Me, I kept pretending I was fine. I'd go for runs in the neighborhood just so I wouldn't be alone in my room. I blasted music until my ears rang. I even tried to convince myself Rick had been real, but what we saw behind the bleachers, that grin, that voice, that wasn't human anymore. Then one muggy July night, my phone buzzed at 3:03 a.m. A video file. No number, just unknown sender. My thumb hovered over it for a full minute. I should have deleted it, but you know how these stories go. I pressed play. At first, the screen was pitch black. Then a faint image flickered into focus. The camera was pointed at the ceiling of what looked like Jonah's bedroom. I recognized the crooked ceiling fan spinning lazily overhead. The video slowly panned down. I could see Jonah on his bed, knees pulled to his chest, rocking back and forth. His mouth was moving, but there was no sound. Behind him, in the dark corner of the room, something shifted. A pale face, wet hair clinging to sunken cheeks. A black cap drooping over hollow eyes. Rick, or whatever Rick had become, crawled out of the shadow like a spider. I swear on everything I love, the thing didn't walk. It crawled along the ceiling, upside down, moving in jolts and shudders until it hung directly above Jonah's bed. Jonah froze, like he felt it before he saw it. He slowly lifted his head, just as Rick's face dropped inches from his own. The video cut out. I threw my phone across the room so hard it cracked the wall. At dawn, I biked straight to Jonah's house. His mom was out front, watering the roses, humming to herself like everything was normal. "Is Jonah home?" I asked, my voice shaking. She blinked. "Oh, honey, you didn't hear?" I swear my heart stopped beating for a second. She smiled, this stiff, plastic smile that didn't reach her eyes. "He left early this morning. Said he was going back behind the school to make it right, whatever that means. Teenagers, huh?" She laughed a little too hard, then turned back to her roses. "I didn't even think. I ran, didn't bother with my bike." My lungs burned by the time I reached the school fence. The sun was barely up, but the air was already hot and sticky. I found Jonah's shoes first. Just sitting neatly by the old equipment shed. Next to them, his phone, screen still unlocked. The last message he sent was to me, "It's my turn now. Sorry." I called his name until my throat bled. No answer. Somewhere deep in the woods behind the fence, I thought I heard laughter, not Jonah's, Rick's, or the thing that used to be Rick. That same afternoon, Cassie's mom called me, sobbing so hard I could barely understand her. Cassie was missing too. Her window screen was torn clean off. A trail of broken twigs led from her backyard to the same strip of woods. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I felt sick, helpless, and guilty because deep down I knew who it wanted next. That night I sat alone in my room, staring at my cracked phone. At exactly 3:03 a.m. it buzzed. Another video. This time I didn't watch it. I grabbed my flashlight, my dad's old hunting knife, and biked to the school one last time. If it wanted me, fine. But I wasn't going quietly. I climbed the fence behind the bleachers, heart hammering, so loud I thought I'd pass out. The trees swallowed me whole, my flashlight beam barely cutting through the shadows. I called out, "Rick, I know you're here. Just take me, leave them alone." At first nothing, then a rustle, leaves cracking. A low, wet gurgle of a laugh. He stepped into the light. His gown hung in tatters, soaked in something dark. His mouth stretched wide, too wide. Behind him, half hidden in the trees, I glimpsed movement, shapes that looked like Jonah and Cassie, but wrong. Their faces slack, eyes empty, skin waxy. Puppets on invisible strings. Rick, or what he was now, tilted his head at me. A voice like rusted metal scraped inside my skull. "Join us, Evan. It's the last day forever." They lunged.